We just released
know
the
like nothing
3000.
about that. We know nothing.
But like, what are your what are you expecting it to do?
I mean,
Like,
I base my expectations off of things I know, and I don't know anything about that. Like no one does.
okay.
So
Do you think it's gonna be like
No, Kenna, no.
All right.
cool.
I was just
I mean-
curious. I was just like, if like I was just meant like in a way like.
I mean,
Like,
if you
in
want
a way, like-
speculation, it's probably going to be based off of like TSMC N5, and it's.
Is it gonna have better ray tracing? Do you think?
I mean,
PCI
yeah,
Gen
that's-
5.
that's a
Mm.
Do you
given.
have to buy Windows 10?
No,
you don't
just running
have to.
unactivated.
Oh, I forgot
Awesome.
to ask that. Do you guys think there's gonna be a Windows 11 soon?
No, I don't think
Or-
so. I think
or, like-
Microsoft has
I
settled
think
on a model
Microsoft has
where
switched to a service model.
Yeah.
They're just going to continuously update Windows 10.
which I think
But
is a
you
good
don't
idea.
think that like there's
I think
gonna
that
be
is
a
a good
new
idea.
You don't think there's gonna be a new Windows soon? Because Windows 10's been out for some time now.
Yeah, but
No,
it's
they're just-
received like tons and tons and tons of updates.
I mean, if you think
Yeah.
about it, Apple Mac OS
How many-
X has been out for.
Yeah, but how many years has Windows 7 been out?
Windows 7,
Yeah.
like from like beginning to EOL or from beginning to now.
Like when they switched over to Windows 10.
Oh, okay. Good question. I will look that up.
Actually, Windows 8 when they switched over to Windows 8.
So 2009 to 2012, so 3 years. Yeah. Cool.
And they switched over to Windows 8 first, and then it was Windows 10.
Yeah, and then Windows
Mhm.
8 was from 2012 to 2013 when there was Windows 8.1. And then
Windows 10 has been out for how many years?
2015.
Like 7.
So it's been out for 5.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking maybe like they might eventually do something different. I don't know when though.
Maybe. But I like Windows 10. I like the model that Windows 10 is
No,
based
I
off
do
of.
too, but I like eventually like they're probably gonna want to do something different, right?
Not really. I mean,
Oh, no.
if you think about it, the main structure of Windows itself hasn't changed a lot
Yeah.
in between Windows 7 and 10. The biggest leap was from Windows XP to Windows 7.
Yeah.
That was the biggest leap where they changed the.
The only
changed the
problem
core.
I
I'm
have
actually
with,
I'm not buying Windows 10. I'm buying Windows 7 Pro actually.
the only problem I
don't.
have with Windows 10 right now is that control panel
What
and
about
settings are
performance
kept separate for
Windows-
some reason. So like
On Windows
either go full on the
7.
settings UI or keep control panel fully functional. Kind of
Is
annoying.
Windows 7 like is the performance like worse than having Windows 10? Like is it
No,
better?
It doesn't have
but
updates anymore.
It doesn't have
Depends.
updates anymore. You're asking
That
to
and
be.
you're risking compat.
What about Windows 8?
Um,
No, just
Depends
buy Windows
on
10.
which
Never
applications
get
we're talking
Windows.
some are unaffected and some are.
I'm not
affected.
trying to be funny. I'm just asking like serious. Like I'm just
No.
Just
that-
You
no,
might run into some small compat issues, but it'll be fine.
No,
I
it
would
is-
just go
it
Windows
is
10.
a well-known
free.
phenomenon that on
Because
Windows 7, like
I
certain games
remember-
will perform better, but it's
Yeah.
inconsistent. It depends on.
I
what
remember
application.
at one point someone told me like at one point like Windows 7 was like quicker when you would have it. Like when Windows 10 was around, there was a point where
If your computer is so slow that the operating system differences are slowing it down, you better upgrade your PC.
Factual.
True.
Yeah, that's a
or
good
look
point.
into like fixing your bloat.
When Windows 10 first came out, was it buggy?
So hey, just what guide should I use to build my first PC? Here I'll show you. Actually, hold on. Linus Tech Tips. What was the one? First person POV.
Oh, that one. I
Nope.
still prefer Paul's over that one.
Paul's is good
I like
too. So
I
this
like,
one
I
is
like
this
the,
one
I
is
like
good.
the first person one.
This one is good if you want it like from a single person. And then there's also what else is there? Paul's hardware PC build. Let's see. Yeah, the one with like 3 parts. This one's pretty good.
Well, guys, I got my trusty screwdriver because
This dude. Yeah. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So I would look at one of those. And obviously, you know, if you have parts that are different from whatever somebody's using in their build guide, then check the manual. You can look for manuals online, just search for your part name and then PDF, and hopefully you'll find something. And also, I am streaming this voice call on Twitch and YouTube now, so if you say something, just be aware of being streamed. You know, as usual.
Simp.
We hard simping. Did
You do
tell him
realize
he's
that word's
using
actually
simp
banned on
incorrectly?
Twitch now, right?
Uh-oh.
No.
The chance of them noticing and or caring is low.
Yeah, true. There's
Here's your
3 words that are
keyboard.
banned on Twitch. There are 3
Hearing
new words that
clicky,
are
but I
banned
don't
on
know
Twitch now, which are going to be
it's
a very
you.
big issue on the server. And those 3 words are simp, incel, and virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much half of this server's vocabulary.
Yeah, Sturm told me that he's using simp incorrectly. Yeah, no, that is my keyboard. It is a Box Navy's. On a GMMK full first revision. So the one that's not dampened and doesn't have a detachable cable. Got any recommendations for a good USB Wi-Fi thingy? Don't know what they're called. If you're buying a USB Wi-Fi adapter for like on-the-go usage for like, you know, you're a sysadmin or something, then and you want one, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Get one that has good compatibility, so it doesn't require any, you know, some special finicky stuff, which usually the USB Wi-Fi adapters don't. I personally just got like whatever off of like Amazon. I just got something cheap, and it works, and that's all I care about. If you're using this for like a main system that's going to be like stationary, I would get a PCI Wi-Fi adapter instead. You added Nightblob emote, I guess just for you, baby, just for you. Nightblob is now one of my tier 1 sub emotes because you know Nightblob is epic. It's so cute. Look at it. What a cute fucking emote.
I thought you were about to say something else.
What a cute cock.
Do you think the P300A mesh is a good case? I think it's a good case, but there are cheaper cases that are similar design but come with fans, and the P300A mesh is not so good without fans. So, you know, it's good on its own in a vacuum, but there's competition that's like better. Add predictions? Predictions for what? What would we predict? And I don't even know how to do that. Do you guys want me to add predictions? Dude, I want to do cool shit where like I can start like polls. I can start like polls in Twitch chat and stuff like that. That'd be actually pretty cool. All right.
Hey, Aegis, you should click on that drinks channel. I'm curious what's in there.
Right now? Okay. Hold on. Let me just make sure there's nothing inappropriate there. Okay, yeah, there's nothing inappropriate. Okay, this is what the drinks channel looked like, guys. Okay, for those of you that want to know, it's literally the admins just talking about their drinks. So like, you know, just talking about alcohol. And then sometimes it's me and the other bouncers asking about, you know, people getting banned and stuff. That's basically it. It's not that
It's
exciting.
literally just about drinks.
No, it's literally like the food channel where they post food. It's like drinks channel is just drinks. Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Oh my lord.
Mhm.
By the way, if you guys want to watch Twitch play Pokemon, they have a stream going on right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Twitch?
Okay. So that's start a prediction. That's actually pretty cool, actually. That's nice. Oh. Did tier 1 sub prices go up? Weren't they $4.99? Yeah, I thought they were $5.
It depends on the platform you're on. If you're on
Yeah.
mobile, it's an extra buck.
There's also
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because you got to go through Apple or Play Store.
All I know is that I think I get like $2 per like tier 1 sub or something like that. I don't remember.
And for those wondering, no, that's not the same for all content creators.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I think partner gets a higher cut of subs.
Partners get higher cuts of sub, and then various other content creators have different contracts.
Yeah, they got like
you're
deals and
obviously
shit.
for the really large, you know, content creators that have, you know, average viewership of, you know, 20,000 plus per stream and or higher. They negotiate contracts with Twitch on a regular basis.
Yes.
But
Very
is
epic.
that voice sounds familiar? Is that my homie Stylo?
That
Yeah.
is Stylo. It's the boy.
Hey.
It's the boy himself. All right. Are you Twitch affiliate? Yeah, I've been affiliate for like a couple months now, I think. Yeah, you get affiliate once you reach 3 average viewers over the last 30 days, and once you reach a certain amount of hours and days streamed. The hours and days streamed are easy. It's like 2 weeks streaming, like 14 days out of the last 30, and then you need to reach like 20 hours or something. It's not very difficult. The 3 average viewers is the hard part. What's your Twitch name? If you click on my Discord profile, it should be like purple and shit, and you should, yeah, it should say that I'm like streaming. Hey Is the Corsair Spec Delta RGB a good case since it includes fans? No, including fans is not the only requirement for a good case.
Half the front panel is closed off, so
Yeah, Spec Delta, it just looks weird, and like the front panel plastic isn't very good quality. I've built in it a couple times because people have specifically requested it, but yeah, it's not great. Mobile, as in not a PC? Are you telling me that people are in the Build a PC server, but they're not using their personal computers? That is a bannable offense. Unbelievable. Wait, I think I don't think predictions are something you enable. I think you can just like, you know, like have one whenever you want. I don't think it's like you need to turn it on. Like if you want to make one, you just go into the Twitch thing and you say start a prediction, you know? Wait, can I make it so you guys can start predictions? Because I don't mind doing that. Unless you unless it's okay, I'll do that. Alright, you guys are gonna have to help me figure this out though. Hold on. Twitch.tv. Yo, what's up, Banaya? How you doing, man? Having a good time. Alright, so where do I go? Do I go to channel? Oh shit, it's gonna start playing my voice. I don't want to hear my cringe voice in the background. Check FAQ. Hold on. Creator dashboard, maybe? Hold on. This is hard. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is the creator dashboard. Did that one? No, that's suggestion box. Plus. Oh, okay, there we go. Manage your poll. Start a prediction. Clear chat history. Toggle emote only chat. Toggle follower only chat. I should add these buttons. These are good. Toggle emote only chat. Clear chat history. I probably want that on. Probably don't need raid a channel because I don't know who I'd be raiding. Post channel. Manage your poll. That'd be good. Start a rerun. Channel points reward queue. That's cool actually. Kind of like that. Ooh, stream markers. That would be good too. Don't show your stream key. Yeah, I don't. The dashboard doesn't show my stream key. Wait, does it? I'm kind of fucked if it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Monka W. Yeah, we're fine, boys. We're fine. Yeah, okay. I think I have the start a prediction button now. We're good. We're chilling. I didn't accidentally expose my stream key. We're good. Okay. Nice. Do you play Overwatch on PS4? No, I play Overwatch on this PC. On this cursed 3400G PC.
What's the specs?
It's just 3400G, nothing else. No GPU.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's rough. It's really rough.
Yeah, it
Managed
sounds
to
pretty
snag
rough.
a 3060 Ti at Best Buy last drop. Yo, congrats, dude. That's a pretty poggers graphics card.
Hey, if I go to Best Buy itself, you think they got a 3080 there?
Probably not.
In store?
No, people usually buy those up pretty fast, so probably not.
I don't know, man. I kind of live in the middle of nowhere.
Still, people still are hungry for these graphics cards all around the world. So even if you live in the middle of nowhere, people emerge from the deepest cracks of the planet to take these graphics cards, dude.
Also, ping. What? So is 60 download pretty good? 60 megabytes of download?
Yeah, I'd consider anything above like really like even like 30 or so like to be fine for regular consumer use. Even like 10 up, 10 down is like
I get 60 on Wi-Fi.
borderline. Yeah.
And that's just
These days,
on Wi-Fi. I get like 60 on Wi-Fi.
In most countries these days, internet speeds are like not as big of a concern as they used to be, because like the demand for higher internet speeds hasn't increased that much, but internet speed infrastructure in general around the world has gotten a lot better. So it's not really a question people ask that much these days.
Yeah, it's more of, well, how quickly will I meet or reach my bandwidth cap if I live in the United States, where Comcast is rolling out caps everywhere?
Oh yeah,
Hooray!
data caps are cringe.
You data cap.
I was playing on
data
PS4 and there was an
infrastructure.
Aegis and an Aegis
hey,
fanboy in my game
Stalker.
thought it was you. My name is Aegis on Overwatch, so that it wasn't me, but yeah. Cool. I didn't think the hardest part about building a PC for me was getting Windows because I don't have access to a Windows computer. Oh, you had to use Boot Camp? That sucks, dude. That is unlucky. Yeah, I had to do that too. I had a 2011 MacBook Pro that I was using to I was using Windows on it. It was nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to do some weird shit.
Talk
I had to
about wanting to shoot
downgrade the
yourself.
OS to Lion, and then I had to use Boot Camp from there. It was really weird. And then of course I had the classic GPU failure issue that Rossman always complains about. So then I had to ditch the MacBook. You need a Windows computer to download the media creation tool. No, media creation tool can be downloaded without Windows, but to actually run an exe file, yeah, you need a Windows computer.
What's a good budget if I really
Typically,
want
you
like
need a
a
Windows
beast?
10
If I want
computer.
a
Anything less,
beast computer,
Tool will say nope.
Or you can use Rufus, but Rufus is also like Windows only. I celebrate when I get
if I
1
want a
megabyte
beast
download
computer,
speeds. Nice.
what's
I
a
don't
good
even know how to
budget?
get it off a Mac. You need to use Boot Camp. Yeah, it's rough. It's very, very rough.
So if I want like a really good PC, what's a good budget?
I would say good budget points for buying a PC right now are $500, $550.
I got way more than
No,
that.
I'd
Come
say
on.
$550, $800, $1,200-ish dollars, and $1,400-ish dollars. Those are all good price points for PCs right now.
I got way more than that. Let's keep going up.
Well, aren't you the guy that I said you should get a 5900X and a 3080?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
get those first, and then we'll talk about the rest of your parts.
All right.
All right.
Any idea where I can buy these parts?
Nope. That's entirely on you. You can, yeah, just basically just wait. Hey, just read the prediction. Oh shit, I can't see that properly because I'm using Restream chat. I can check. I don't know how to check. Predict. Will A just read this prediction? Aha. Yes. Streamers and mods can't cast a prediction in the channel they manage. Will A just read this prediction? I'm
about to buy a 3080 off of eBay.
I did indeed read the prediction. I did it. Nice. Nice. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works.
Hey, they got a 3070 in stock.
Wait, when is it over? Submissions closed, waiting for result? Who determines the result? Do I say the result or do you say that? I don't know how this works, dude. I guess you do because you started it. Nice. Yeah, I read the prediction there. Okay, are you happy? Oh no.
Hey,
prediction result is yes. Nice.
You pinged me to join this. I was asking about the RAM with my.
Oh yeah. If I pinged you to join this channel and you have a question, put it in voice chat text, and I'll take a look at it. Yep.
Cool.
All right. Let's see this.
I guess I could add this to my wish list. Dang it. No, I want to figure. I want a website that'll ship me this when it's in stock because I know some websites are doing that. Websites are you can pay for it now and it'll ship whenever it becomes in stock.
Nice job. Oh, you have a night blob with a little hat on it. That's cute. All right. Let's see here. Let's keep going. I'm breezing through this. Okay. I was able to grab a Newegg combo the other night of 5600X and B550 gaming carbon Wi-Fi. How much did you get the combo for? Was it like 450, hopefully, and not like 600 or something? Around that? Okay, that's fair. I'm looking for advice on what RAM I should get to maximize my build. I currently also have a 2070 Super. Just get 2 8 GB sticks of 3000 3200 megahertz stuff for like $50 around there. If you're interested in overclocking your RAM to maximize performance, which does take time and effort and could introduce system instability, if you're into that, then I can help you choose a different RAM kit. But if you just want to use XMP and just to kind of like set it and forget it, then yeah, just follow the advice I said earlier. 32 gigs is overkill. Yeah, for gaming, just go with 2 8 gig sticks for now. You can upgrade later if you need 32, because you have 4 DIMMs on your board, 4 DIMM slots.
Hey, the Intel, the 10900K is available right now.
Yep.
Is that a bad or good idea?
Given that you're already waiting for a 3080, I would wait for the 5900X as well. Notice it? What am I noticing? I don't see anything from you.
What's the difference right now between Intel and Ryzen?
I mean, one is a processor company and one is a processor brand. Oh, you did the tuturu. Okay, nice.
Wait, Sid back?
Tuturu. So yeah, I'm not really sure what you're gonna need to be a bit more detailed about your question here. It's a little confusing.
Like, why get Ryzen over Intel?
Because for a use case of video editing and gaming, I would say a 5900X is a much better choice than really anything Intel has available right now. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I downloaded the Windows file off of the Microsoft website. I didn't know I had to do other things too. No, you just download Media Creation Tool and you should be able to run it. But if you're not on a Windows OS, then it's gonna not work. I go to the guy in OC Discord. Wait, what? Is Ave about to join like the overclocking Discord voice call and just like start spamming Tutudu in there? Oh no. Ave is gonna get himself in trouble. Boom. All right.
What do you think about getting a bot to snipe the 3080 down?
I think that's probably a waste of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adobe does like AMD GPU. No, what the fuck? No, very much not. That was not true during Polaris, Vega 1, Vega 2, Navi 1, or Navi 2. That is very not true. The what? Adobe likes AMD GPUs? When the fuck? When did that happen? Dude, I've been
All
sleeping
right,
on
time to
AMD
go to
GPUs, if
eBay.
that's true.
Hey, look, eBay has a 3080 available.
Also, Mako, if that's how you pronounce your name, if you have a question and I invited you here, type it in voice chat text, and I can answer your question if you go over there. Nope. What? Dude, this guy is high. He thinks Adobe favors After Effects. Or sorry, After Effects favors AMD. My brain is like really just malfunctioning right now. This is good. This is very good. Nice.
Adobe is just weird in some ways until how it operates, which is why I ditched it a long time ago.
Whatever. Okay.
Flash player? Adobe
Just to
Flash?
be a little clear here, okay? I need to source myself when I make claims. So, what the fuck is this? All right.
So,
After Effects favors AMD? Question mark? After Effects
Excuse me?
favors AMD?
What is that I hear?
Question mark?
What is that I hear?
I'm sorry. After Effects favors AMD according to whom? Yeah. No. Definitely not. And that's
Dude,
you,
I feel like NZXT wants me to buy a fireplace.
This is why you don't pair it. This is literally the perfect example of why you do not repeat what other people say without verifying
I like how NZXT won't even sell me a 3080. The only
information
graphics cards they sell is 3070 and 3090.
The base material. You just got clapped. Just calm down. I'm not mad at him. I'm just letting him know. Like, this is why you don't pair it. This is why you don't pair it.
What a CPU is good for a 3080?
Ryzen 9.
I would say on the Intel stack, 10400 and up, And on the Ryzen or AMD stack, I would say 5600X and up. Yeah.
Is it true that anything below a 590 would bottleneck?
A 5900X, you mean?
Yeah, my bad.
No, because the 5600X is very close to being the best gaming CPU available right now. And so if the 5600X is bottlenecking the 3080 in a game in some significant way, then there is probably no other CPU that would alleviate that bottleneck. So, yeah. Yuppers.
So basically, it's telling someone that you should not go lower than 5900X for a.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Polaris has
Alright, that's
adopted Navi bug driver issues.
Wait, what? What happened?
Micro
Yeah,
Center, yeah.
RX 580 has adopted
microcenter.com.
5700 XT bugs.
Hey, just calm down. The main issue on AMD though is drivers, lol. Even if they are not totally screwed on release, we don't know what happens later. What? Even 580 has adopted 5700 XT bugs? What does that
Honestly,
even mean?
Cry's
The
kinda
580 just absorbed the Navi bugs? Just like the
That's
580
it.
saw
I'm
the
going to a
5700
Micro Center
XT
just to buy a 3080.
and just consumed the bugs.
Pretend he's just silicon. You gotta go for the kill.
That's it, bro. That's it. I'm going to a
Like
Micro Center. I'm
driver
going to a
issues
Micro
like
Center.
blue screen. That's just a
Alright.
generic GPU bug. Okay, whatever.
You gotta go for the kill when you argue with.
Okay.
I
Alright.
can't even buy this graphics card.
If you're in this channel and you have a question, put it in voice chat text, and I shall attempt to answer your question to the best of
That's
my
it. I'm
ability.
paying the resale value for the 3080. I'm just buying it with the resale
How much
value.
is the resale value?
At this point, I don't even care.
Except for when I did because I went too hard on my OC. Nice.
It's probably like $1,000. The resale value is probably going to be like $1,000. It's probably going to be something outrageous.
I hope the 3060 Ti is back in stock soon because my birthday just passed and
That thing doesn't even
Christmas coming
exist.
around.
I don't know what you're
Huh?
talking about.
If you're looking for this week, maybe, but doubtful. I mean, it could happen at any time, I
B450A
guess,
Pro
but
Max.
Do you guys
Okay.
think it'll be in stock in like a month or so?
Nope.
Like, will there be more
Yes,
stock?
maybe.
Okay,
maybe, maybe
But
not.
all the bots are going to get them. The bots are going to get them before you can
B450A
even do
Pro
anything.
Max is fine, but like, the 3600 is irrelevant, so B450 boards are by extension also irrelevant. Do you use Ninite? I don't use Ninite.
Excuse me? Look what I found, boys. Look what I found.
It's basically a watered down Tomahawk Max. Why is that a bad thing though? That's a good thing because the Tomahawk Max is unnecessary extras over the A Pro Max.
Boys, I found something beautiful.
Okay, Epic. When he says I'd get something B550, that also means don't get a 3600. Okay, like don't get a 3600, please, please, please.
CPU should we wait for the 5600 because that was something I'm planning out a build to buy like as soon as parts become available. And I didn't know what CPU to get.
What your total budget is. Oh my god, Cry and this I use HD530 guy are giving cringe advice right now. This is actually illegal.
Honestly though, Cry should just get banned.
Can you two join voice for a brief second? I need to clarify some things for this.
Here it comes.
Cry doesn't join.
Cry doesn't join VCs.
How do you pronounce your name?
mean?
Aegis? Aegis?
Aegis, I say Aegis. Can you tell me what I should change? Let me take a look. Did Jojo? Let's see. What do we got on this list here?
Okay, I got a bot, kind of.
Yeah, that is not good. The 2600 is completely irrelevant right now. 1660 Super for 250 is awful. And then the rest of those parts are just mediocre in one way or another. Yeah. But obviously the core parts, the CPU and the GPU are the most important, and those are obviously very problematic.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the $800 version of this graphics card because at this point I don't care.
Okay. Aegius. Yes. It is me, Aegius.
How'd you get your name?
How cringe.
It's from Greek mythology, right? It's the shield.
Yep. That is indeed the shield. Very nice.
I was a Percy Jackson dweeb when I was in elementary school. I
think,
read all the books.
honestly,
like 5
everyone
times.
from our generation was a fucking Percy Jackson dweeb, dude.
How old are you?
Jackson. I'm 18.
Jackson.
But did you watch the movies too?
I did not watch
I
the
watched
movies.
all of it. I did all of it.
I didn't
I
watch
wish
the
I didn't
movies.
watch
You don't
the
need
movies.
to. So there
Yeah, you don't need to. The books are better. Okay, it's that easy. It's
super
easy,
funny because the
dude.
movie, the first one is just like a badly paced version of the first book, and the second one is like a horrible assimilation of the next 4 books smushed together and made with like the director's intelligence of like a fucking toddler.
Nice. I mean, that is
Limit
usually how
one
book
per
movies go,
household.
so you know how it would be.
All you need to know is they could add some major plot points. So
Wait, what is FTW?
For the
Not
win.
not the slogan, not the slogan, but FTW graphics cards.
Yeah, it stands for the win.
Higher end DV.
Bill, respond.
Should I get the water cooling, the GPU for the water
Nopers.
cooling, or the
Nopers.
FTW? No.
Here's
So get the FTW.
Aegis guide to the Aegis guide to simply picking a GPU. If you don't care about aesthetics, you just get the cheapest version of the GPU that has acceptable cooling, and that's it. Yep, it's that easy. Yep.
Hey, just can you check my list? Just
So
I
big
put
boy
something in
question.
as a placeholder because I don't know which CPU to get, but that was just around the price point I'd be willing to pay.
So
Where's my
don't get
list?
water
I'm trying to
cooling.
keep it
Is
as
what
close
you're
to under as close to 1,000 as possible.
Don't get water cooling is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, don't do that.
So which one should I get?
Artificial. Let's
XC or
see
FTW?
what you've got here. Okay, so the Ryzen 5 5600 is not confirmed to exist right now, and we don't have any.
I know it
pricing
hasn't come out
information
yet,
on
but
it.
like from what I've heard, this is what it's going to be around. So I just used it as a placeholder. I'll do any
Okay.
CPU around 200ish.
So, first of all, we don't suggest making lists with parts that currently don't exist and don't have any timeline for existing. And second, by the time the 5600 comes out, the rest of these parts may not be relevant. And actually, half of the parts that are on this list are already not relevant. So like the Prime B550MA is not a good choice. The RAM is extremely overpriced for a 16 gig kit. That is really why did you pick that? That's
no. This
$100.
RAM was when I put it on the list, it was 50.
Yeah, so you've already
58, I think.
experienced one of the problems with making a list ahead of time, which is that prices change. So when you're actually planning on buying your parts, come to us and we'll deal with it then. If you want to come to us when the 5600 comes out, if it does, then that would be a good time. Or, you know, come to us when you're able to get all these parts, and then we'll talk about a list. But as it stands, I mean, even if these parts existed today and you were able to get them, this list would be pretty bad. And yeah, and not ignoring that, you know, it's pretty bad too. So
I'm kind of confused on how the RAM. I put it on the like. I understand what you're saying and stuff. Like I get that, but like the RAM, I put on the list like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that's fine.
That's gay.
That's kind of weird, kind of funky.
What? That's
what?
Okay, that wasn't funny. All right.
What?
Yeah, anyways, do you want me to talk about the rest of the list, or, you know, we could just move on?
I mean, tell me if the parts are good or bad. I'm still trying to learn as much as I can.
But,
so.
you know, if I were you and if I wanted to save time, I'd probably just wipe it clean and come back when things are better and easier to find, or when the 5600 comes out.
I'm going to go on the eBay app. I'm going to go on the eBay app, and I'm going to go get a 3080.
It's up to you. Which direction you want to go in.
5600X is still impossible to find, right?
Yeah,
hey, look, I found a 3080 on eBay.
Again,
brand new.
would you rather do this like later, or do you want me to talk about why this is bad now? Like, do you want to wipe it clean, or talk about why it's bad, or?
I mean, you can tell. It depends what you have time for, because I understand you're helping a lot of people. But if you have time, you just tell me what's wrong with it.
But just let me know what you want to do.
If you could help me now, that'd be perfect. Because if anything, I'll learn what parts are bad, so I can use that in the future.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to tell you what parts to get now, because obviously you're not buying this now. But I'll talk about why these are bad now.
Are you kidding me? A bid?
So, the motherboard, I'm not even sure if the Prime A has flashback. It probably doesn't, but I will check. I'm going to do some complex analysis here. It doesn't look like it
mode.
is flashback, so this board wouldn't even work with the Ryzen
Holy
5000
Christ! The resale
processors.
value is
And
1,300
RAM,
bucks.
obviously, you know why that's not good. Western Digital Green is a very mediocre SSD. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have DRM. Yeah, it doesn't have DRM.
I meant
so-
to change this to the A80.
Okay, but the A80 is also irrelevant at this point, and you should be
about
aiming
it?
for a 500 gig SSD at minimum, because any SSD that's smaller is typically not worth buying these days. 3060 Ti for 400 is fine. DLM21 mesh for 55 is not great. Back when the DLM21 was like, $40, $30, $35, whatever, it was much more relevant then. But for 55, I would say there's slightly more expensive options that are much better, or much cheaper options that are the same quality. And finally, the power supply is pretty mediocre. There's definitely cheaper budget options that are better. So yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm buying 10 3080.
Wait, so which options are a little more expensive but are good as far as the case goes?
The Cooler Master MB311L is back in stock for $60. It has mesh, it has tempered glass, it has a power supply shroud, it has good build quality, and it comes with RGB fans, and it's all a man can ask for from his PC,
$60. The cat or you?
All right, well, the channel is full. That's cool. Do any of you have questions? Okay,
No,
did some
not
changes.
anymore.
All right, I'll take a look at your changes. Is the Thermaltake GF1 Tough Power 650 watt gold for 100 good? I'd say that's about expected for that unit, so it's nothing crazy. If you can spend a bit more, if I had a PC that required a power supply like that, I probably have a pretty high budget. And if I had a pretty high budget, I'd spend like 10 or 20 more getting a 750 or 850 watt unit. Just cause, feelsies. Okay.
Oh,
Epic, I'll talk about your list now.
you saw the DXF 60 is
Epic
$69.99.
list not
after
looking
rebate.
good.
Yeah, this list is not looking good.
It's not
So
looking
the
good.
3600, as I just mentioned, is completely irrelevant at this point. So the motherboard and RAM obviously are contingent on the CPU, so we can disregard those as well. Blue M.2 SATA has not been worth buying, like, basically throughout its entire existence. 1660 Super is not worth 310 Canadian. 4000D Airflow is a nice case, but it's quite expensive. And if you're gonna go micro ATX, you may as well get a cheaper case that comes with fans, more fans. And the B5 is actually not that bad in Canada, but for this budget, I'd probably scale back, go to like System Power, and tune the rest of your build accordingly. So not a great list. Also, yeah, if I missed your question earlier or something, like, ping me in voice chat text. Type it again in voice chat text. You're not gonna get dinked for spamming or anything. Just type it again in voice chat text and ping me if I missed your question. Okay, got you. I have an MSI Ventus 2X 3060 Ti coming. Should I sell my 2070 Super to replace it? I was reading the Ventus 2X OC has heat issues, so I was just gonna stick with the 2070 Super. Even if the Ventus has heat issues, which to my knowledge, the 3060 Ti is pretty cool. So like the Ventus 2X OC, the cooler is not the greatest, but it doesn't have like heat issues. Like when we say issues, we think like, problematic. It's not going to be problematic. At worst, maybe you have to, run the fan curve a little aggressively, or you have to set the power limit a little lower.
Jesus
that's fine.
Christ.
That's fine, because a 3060 Ti is still a 3060 Ti, and even if you have to scale it back a little, it's still going to perform like one. So no. If you're gonna replace it, replace it. But what I'm more confused about is why you would want to replace a 2070 Super, because the 3060 Ti is not that much better. It's a 2080 Super equivalent, so not that much better. And I would have trouble finding a game that a 2070 Super struggles with. So I'm confused as to why you'd be doing that. I mean, feel free to, because I'm sure a 2070 Super can easily sell for 400. So you're not even like spending any money on it. But yeah. Make money by replacing? Sure, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You can take advantage of people's
Patience.
Impatient, I don't know. Tricks. This is
Jesus
1800. How
Christ!
low
The
should I go?
lowest 3080 I
What do
can
you mean
find
how
on
low
eBay.
should I go? I'm confused. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, like this is somebody else's PC, and how much should you offer them? Good question. This is actually I kind of like doing like cost analysis because it actually allows me to use my brain instead of just repeating what I always repeat all the time. So a 2070 Super at this point, in my opinion, is probably worth like a 300. Used, I guess 300. We'll just say 300 to make it easy. 9700K is worth like new, like let's say 180 maybe 180. So yeah, let me get the old calculator out here. Do some addition, some real quick addition. So 300 plus 180 plus the Kraken AIO RGB liquid cooler subjectively could be worth more than what I'm gonna give it here, but I'm gonna assign it a value of like. Actually, how big is it? I think it was a double rad, right? So let's say and it's used. Used AIOs are, you know.
Oh,
I'm gonna say 50. 50 is the low end guess, but I'm gonna say 50. RAM is worth probably 50 flat. RAM has very good diminishing prices, like used scaling. 970 Evo 500 gig is probably worth like 40, I guess. Hard drive is worth like 20. Power supply, it's probably like a CX50 650 or something, so like let's say that's worth like 50 used, I guess. And then the motherboard is worth next to nothing used, but I'm gonna say 100. And then the H210, okay, that's an interesting case.
Why do you pick that case on purpose?
Wait, how did he
Feels like an
even
accident.
use the Z390 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi if he has an ITX case? Oh, I'm assuming he meant the ITX version. Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna give that a value of like 100, but only because I underestimated the motherboard. So yeah, this is probably worth like 900, and that's based on pure like cost analysis. If we're comparing it to like what you could build with 900, it's pretty shit. Like you can build 10400 plus 3060 Ti new with 800. So the fact that I'm saying 900 here, I'd offer like 700 for this, like 700. But obviously, this person is not going to think their build is worth 700. So, yeah. Because I know that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but the fact that you could build a PC that is going to perform better than that one for $800 is rough. So, yeah. That's why doing like part by part used analysis and then adding that up to see the value is not always correct. So, yeah. Yeah. Also,
I
if
wanted
you're,
to ask.
I haven't said this in a while, but if you're new to this channel, I am streaming this voice call on Twitch and YouTube. So if you say something, just be aware of being streamed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. The JoJo. Let's see this. The build I linked is just a list, not looking for the best prices on PC Part Picker. You said the 2600 is bad, so I'm looking for a replacement. Also looking for advice on other parts. And you're in the US, right? The JoJo. Let me know. You're not in the US. Okay, what? Okay. Try not to use US PC part picker then if you're not in the US.
I think he said that because he's looking for a parts list, but in other countries you like can't find them.
What
So he's
countries are you
saying,
in though? That's the problem. Local
Yeah.
markets make this stuff a little too sloppy to be US anything. It never works out well. Let's put it that way.
So Tricks, I know that's a bit rough, but yeah, that PC is, you know, a new $800 PC beats that thing. So used, that thing is worth like not very much, unfortunately. So DeJojo, the thing is, if you give people US PC part picker links, they're gonna think you're American, and so a lot of people assume that across different countries you can just convert the currency and then bam, the list is valid again. But you know, the American part market is different from like say the Swedish part market. Different parts are available. Sometimes manufacturers will even make products that are specifically designed for certain regions, so they won't be available in other regions.
All right.
So you know,
I'm
you
buying
gotta.
a 3080 off of eBay.
Alright.
Oh dear.
Do what you want to do,
that
man.
was
Your
that was
money.
not what I meant when I told you to get a 3080.
Let him do what he wants. Ain't our fucking problem.
You know, if you let's say I'm gonna pretend you bought it for 700, so I will be happy. Nice.
It's more like 900 right here.
Yeah, don't.
Oh boy.
Let him do whatever he wants.
I love you,
no
Aegis.
problem.
I love you too, dude.
Pretty easy.
So
Honestly?
anyways, the JoJo. If you want to make a list that's more helpful to people, make it on Google Sheets. So make a spreadsheet and add a bunch of links and stuff, or maybe make a Google Doc, or you can make a bunch of links. Just add a list of links. But obviously, a Google Doc is nicer because then you don't have to spam links in chat. So for my 5600X 3060 Ti MSI B550 Carbon, would this be good RAM selection? 3600 C18 LPX for how much though? For $87. Very much no. Yeah, so I specifically said 3000 or 3200 megahertz. You're aiming for $50 for 16 gigs of RAM, and that is much higher than $50 for 16 gigs of RAM. So that is a no. Yuppers, nopers. I agree it's overpriced, but how are you getting a 9700K and 2070 Super with other necessary parts plus an OS for 800? I'm not. I said a 10400 and a 3060 Ti for $800. Why is such a nice voice? Oh, I don't have a nice voice. I have a nice mic.
Decent microphone. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say with that one.
That's the difference.
No offense. A good microphone goes a long way for people sounding not like garbage.
Exactly.
What microphone do you have?
I have a CAD GXL 2200. It costs about
That's-
$100, and it's a dynamic. Wait, is it? Yeah.
Pay for it.
It's. I think it's a dynamic mic. I don't remember. Whatever.
Why wouldn't be for that price?
Do you know any good
Yeah,
budget B550 boards or any B450 boards? The only time I would be buying an AMD motherboard or an AMD CPU is 5600X or 5900X or 5950X right now. And if you're not buying any of those CPUs because your budget doesn't fit them or they're not appropriate, then, I would not be getting an AMD motherboard. So make sure that that's what you're doing first.
Wait a minute.
Buy,
Wait a
you know, just
minute.
buy it.
Look what I found on eBay. I found a NVIDIA GeForce
B450 is
RTX
basically
3080.
irrelevant now because Ryzen 5000 basically requires B550. You could do B450 because some of them have like beta BIOS updates, but that's too much work, and it's whatever. B550 boards
Hey
are pretty
guys,
cheap
I
anyways.
found one for I found one.
B450
On a
Tomahawk
graphics
Max,
card.
great budget board. Oh god.
Wow, what year is it? I heard that one in ages.
Yeah.
Seriously, what year is it for that
I
one?
keep forgetting how to add things in it.
I
B450
found
Tomahawk
a
Max
3080
has
for $760 on eBay.
B450
I
Tomahawk
think the
Max
best
has never
one
been
are
relevant.
available.
No. No,
What
don't do it.
3080?
Don't do it. No.
No,
Okay?
I found it.
B450
I
Max
found
was
it.
relevant for Ryzen 3000. Or no. It was never
For
relevant.
the 8
But
Pro only?
it was possibly relevant. It was compatible for Ryzen 3000, okay?
The regular
it
Tomahawk
wasn't
was
relevant,
relevant.
Reverie. No, it
The
wasn't.
Max, I've
You know
never
what was
heard once
relevant? The
recommended almost very
B450M
long.
Pro VDH Max, okay? That was the
I think
motherboard
was
that
kind
got
of-
me in trouble with all the fucking Exoseers and like fucking Schnappy and those guys. They're like, why does Aegis keep recommending this $80 micro ATX board? Because it does all the shit that your fucking Tomahawk Max does, but it's like $80 instead of being
Weirdo
like
Aegis,
110, okay? Okay?
What motherboard is good and cheap for the 5600X?
A B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi, if you can find it for $110, is peak value for a Pro VDH Wi-Fi. I mean, for a
VDH
5600X.
Wi-Fi?
Yes, Pro VDH Wi-Fi. It's literally brown.
Okay, and
Dude,
then-
people who say that board is brown are like exaggerating, okay? Because I've built several PCs with that board, and it's like it's only brown if you shine light directly on it. Like in a PC environment, it looks just regular. It looks like a dark PCB. Okay.
NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 10GB
So like, who fucking
graphics
cares,
card
okay? Who
picture.
cares? It's a brown PCB. Relax, okay? Alright.
Just get a case out of Windows. It's a big deal.
It's like
Alright,
fucking
okay,
Tom's
hold on.
Hardware.
Excuse
It's like Tom's
Get a case
Hardware
out of
in their
Windows.
conclusion for SSDs, including the fact that the SSD
Oh, who
has
cares?
like a
That
blue
barely
PCB
looks
or some
brown.
shit.
Get over it.
Like,
Jeez.
Hold on.
It's a,
God.
it's a
I
budget
think
board. Get over it.
I found someone selling a picture of a 3080 on eBay for $720, and it's got like
Yeah,
People
30
who say that kind of thing make me want to build the ugliest looking PC,
I like
but the
ugly
highest
builds.
performing,
I
highest
legitimately love
Yeah,
ugly builds. They're a
people
lot more charming to me.
people are doing that to fool
Mom, what's your
bots,
crotch?
basically, to troll
like
the
it.
bots. Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
get a B550 Pro VH Wi-Fi, get just get the ugliest looking case, but still have good airflow.
So like
Although
a deep cool thing, maybe.
Honestly, an ugly PC wouldn't be that bad. If I'm
I like
being
the
honest.
ugly stuff. I think it's more neat to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That PCB
charm
color
to
looks
it.
cool. It's
It
like
looks
greenish
fine.
brown.
It's really whatever, frankly. It's like you're not buying for it for the looks. To put it that way.
I really
Okay, and then I wanted to ask. So, let's say I do. Okay, what's a good SSD? Because if I get the 5600X
Oh no! Don't
instead
get them
of
started on those. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, what'd you
good
say?
512
Oh my
M.2
God.
SSD, just
The thing
right
is,
now.
Whoopty not
Wait, what'd you
here
say?
right now.
Sorry.
512 gigabyte or 500 or 512 gigabyte SSD that I can pair with like a budget. I'm trying to get like as near of a $1,000 build with a what the fuck do you call it?
Okay, so
Oh,
what
hey, wait!
country?
I found
32
one.
What
I
country?
found one. I found one.
What country?
US.
Okay.
I found one.
I think
I
the
live in
Kingston
California, so I
A2000
can.
is pretty cheap right now. It's $53 for 500 gigs. Okay,
Oh
Rev,
wait, never
but
mind.
it's
That's the
not like
3070.
it's
That's
not
someone
like
trying to whip me off.
offensively bad. It's just like kind of a neutral color. It's really not that bad, okay?
Whatever.
All right,
Really.
it's fine. Relax. Relax yourself.
Kingston.
Long link that one.
And look, I did
Wait.
recommend the Tomahawk Max,
long is
okay,
that
from
one?
time to time when people
I
were like,
know, is that-
"Ew, that board is ugly," and like I couldn't do anything to convince them otherwise. You know, I
Were you
had to
talking
do it.
about the
But
Kingston
the only reason
A2000?
I have it is because I got it on a massive discount.
Yeah,
I
if you
found
got it
a
on sale, then that's
3070
fine.
that's on in stock. I found a
I got it for the
3070
same
in
price
stock.
as the what was it like? It was like $75. So find a better board than the Tomahawk Max for $75. I dare you.
I found it. Found it.
Oh my god, he
Aegis?
pinged
Were you
the
talking?
wrong
Were you talking
person.
about the Kingston A2000 because it's $60?
It is $53 on Amazon, I think. It may have gone back up in price. If it went back up in price, then let me know.
It did, or at least on PC Part Picker, the cheapest Kingston one I can find that's 500 gigabytes is $60.49.
Okay, that's quite strange. Let me take a look then. Let us observe the storage
Oh my
page.
god! Why are people selling 30?
When did you build your first
$1,000?
computer?
When did I build my first computer? Like 2 years ago? No, 2.5 years ago. Yeah.
So you're gonna say 2 years old, and I was like,
Yeah, when I was 2 years old, I popped out of my mother's womb and I was just building a fucking PC, dude.
Let's build.
he popped out of his mother's
crazy,
womb,
dude.
still trash talking the
It was
V450 Max.
fucking crazy.
Come on, man.
3070 for $900 because that's a good deal.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at
Right.
that. There's a cute little SN550 here. Look at
Hey,
that. It's
look!
adorable.
I found a
It's adorbs. Okay, wait. Who was the
I
one
found
asking
one.
for the
I found one.
SSD again?
I am.
Who is I?
Why are they all bids?
Artificial.
This is how it is with this stuff, man.
I don't want to have to
Wait,
bid for one. I just want to
Then
find
you
one
could be
brand
waiting
new.
with the rest of us.
Just
Was
buy
artificial?
one on
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
retail,
There you go.
please.
Western Digital SN550. I got you,
Wait a
brother.
minute. There's no way this is real. There's no way this is real.
The
Don't buy it
SN550.
then. I
Just
don't
Okay,
get
buy
I
it.
one
got
for
you.
retail,
What's your
please.
place the
Damn, that's
R52600
kinda
with? So,
clutch.
the Jojo.
Okay, so-
First of all, I asked you earlier what country you're from, and then as an extension to that, give me your budget in your country's currency, and then we'll figure out what you can buy in your country. Do you think I should return the B550 Carbon? Is it overkill? Considering you got it for a bundle, it's not as bad. You know, the only reason why me and other people oppose, motherboards like that is because they're expensive. But if you got it in a bundle that makes it so that they're not that expensive, then they're not like bad boards, you know?
You're just paying more for flash than you are
I'm
for
from
anything
goddamn
else.
Croatia. You won't find anything. Give
Yeah,
us.
he has to get it from Italy. It's the only place I know where to get the parts from.
Give
Italy
me
for those
give
guys.
me a site that you used to buy from in Croatia,
bust
and
for them,
we'll
really.
take a look.
Hey, JoJo is mad lacking.
Like it's
Croatians
so expensive
are not
there.
valid.
People I know
Let's
fly to
not
Italy to
be
get their
let's not be
parts.
cringe in
That's how
this
bad
channel,
it is.
please.
Unironically, they fly, get their parts.
Just kidding.
So
Okay,
if you're new to this channel and you have a question, type it in voice chat text and ping me there, and I will try to answer your question. Or you can type it
Yeah, I'm
in my
about to
Twitch
just
chat.
buy the resale price on eBay and buy a 10900K off
Is the
of
MSI
Intel.
3070 Ventus a good card? I wouldn't recommend getting a 3070 because, in my opinion, if you are the type of person who wants to buy a 3070, I think you would be better served by a 3060 Ti or a 3080. I wouldn't really take the 3070. It's kind of a weird middle ground. Obviously it's a better buy than the 6800, but it's still kind of a weird middle ground. Also, if I have a 1440p monitor, is the 3070 good, or should I go for a 3080? If you're 1440p 144 and you tend to play games on higher settings and you tend to play like more recent games that are graphically intensive, then a 3080 will benefit you. Tricks up for 2K US dollars brand new. How low should I go? If it's up for 2K US dollars, this thing better have a fucking 5900X and a 3090 in it or some shit. Actually, no, a 3080.
It's gonna
not a
happen. You know
3090.
that. Come on now. Let's be
Let's see.
real here.
So it has a 3070, so that's automatically a no. Oh wait, you said how low I should go. Okay, let me see. So a 10900K tray
64
processor.
gigabytes of RAM? Excuse me?
Okay, so let me do
maybe
some
that
math
was-
here, okay? I'll do some math. So we have a 10900K here. So 10900K is worth
He's gonna forget the value of labor, the value of anything else.
It's a
setting
tray
up. He's just gonna say,
processor.
add the parts up.
It's a tray processor. So that's worth like 400. Actually, no. Wait. Tricks, what are you buying this for? Like, are you gaming or like what is it for?
This has got to be a ripoff.
Oh, sorry,
There's no
Sexo,
way.
I didn't see your question. Should I buy a 7 Hero for 360 with 100 cashback? Absolutely not. The 7 Hero wouldn't be worth 260 without cashback. Okay, I use DaVinci Resolve for working on videos, and on my 1070, it runs out of VRAM quite often while I edit. That one has 8 gigs IRC. If I upgrade, should I go for max VRAM, or is the 3070 with its... I'm assuming you're meant to say GDDR6 there, VRAM optimized better, so that I won't run out of RAM as frequently. No, not really. Some people think that having like faster VRAM makes up for having a lack of capacity, but that's only the case in some scenarios where having faster memory access means that things will be dumped out of the memory, like hot data will be dumped out of the memory more quickly because processing is done faster. But the reason why that comparison has never been made or talked about is because you never have GPUs that are the exact same except the VRAM is faster or slower. That almost never happens. That's happened recently on like the 1650, but no one fucking uses the 1650 for video editing, so no one cares about that. I would assume 8 gig equals 8 gig no matter the version. Capacity wise, if we're talking modern GPUs, I would agree with that. But maybe I don't have to get deeper into my pockets for 10 gigs or more. Good question. So if VRAM is the only concern, you could try to get an AMD card, possibly.
Yeah, I
if
thought
this
about
is-
that too.
If this is for Resolve, though, the color grading
Yeah.
scores that I've seen on AMD cards are kind of mediocre. So I would aim for a 3070. And also, it might not be the VRAM that's the problem. Because if we're talking typical Resolve workloads, the 3070 and 3080 vastly outperform other, 8 gig cards that you might think are equivalent. So, I would probably do some more research on Resolve for your specific workload and see if it's really the VRAM that's the problem. If you're seeing the VRAM being fully utilized, you might assume that's the issue, but I don't think that's the case. That might be one of the issues, but it's probably not the only issue. So,
yeah, my issue is basically
You good?
my issue is basically that my graphics, like the program crashes, and then the crash says it says that the VRAM was full, or the program does not crash. It just starts lagging extremely and gives me an error message that the VRAM is full.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
that sounds like a software specific problem. So yeah, if your VRAM is full and like the data that's being shoved into the VRAM is like leaking into system DRAM, then yeah, I guess that could cause slowdowns. But
Why would I need
still,
64 gigs of RAM?
Yeah,
Why not, baby?
You don't.
That is a good question.
So I don't, right? I don't need 64 gigs of RAM?
I would look up other people who have had similar issues and see what they did to solve their problem, because this sounds like a Resolve specific thing maybe. So
yeah,
besides that, I think the 3070 probably won't have the same issues, but yeah, you can go do some research, see if people who've upgraded from an 8 gig card to another 8 gig card with that error had their problem fixed. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
Right.
Cool. All right.
And if for only the
What was the power supply you
VRAM.
would suggest for
Okay,
5600X
hold on, dude.
and a
Hold on.
3060 Ti?
Let Steven
Sorry,
finish here, and then we'll get to you.
Oh, I thought he was done. My bad.
Just so that I don't have to like ask again in like a week or something. If it's actually the VRAM, like if it's not the VRAM, how much of a better performance or like longevity until I have to upgrade again? Those 2 gigs difference of 8 gigs and 10 and 3070 and 3080, are they even noteworthy?
For DaVinci Resolve, because it's not based on like external things, so it's if you're like a gamer, you know, newer games might change VRAM requirements. But if we're talking Resolve specifically, that depends on your workload. That depends on the type of footage that you process. So if you maintain the same workload for like years down the line, then theoretically hardware requirements shouldn't change.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Buying Alienware. That's it.
Okay.
Right. Thank you very much.
No problem, dude. So, Artificial, what was your question?
Yeah, I'm super sorry for interrupting. I thought he was done, but I was gonna ask for the power supply that can fit. Because if I do less storage and like change some stuff around, I can probably afford to just get a 5600X instead of waiting and being unsure about other processors, and I can probably get that sooner. So I was wondering about, you said the power supply was bad, the Seasonic S12 III. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. Yeah, S12 III 650. What's a better power supply for that?
Well, if you wanted to get that build sooner and just get the 5600X, I'd probably rather go for the 10400 instead, because the 10400 is available now and is probably more appropriate for the 3060 Ti. Yeah, it's still a very good gaming CPU and much more easy to get. But the problem is also that, you know, you can't get a 3060 Ti right now right away. So I would probably try to get, if you want to do this now, right, you want to get the gaming PC sooner, I would try to get the 3060 Ti first. And then once you have the 3060 Ti, then we'll talk about the rest of your list, including the power supply then.
Okay.
Cool.
Alienware about to make me shoot
Is the
myself.
Seasonic power supply like bad? Like, why is it bad though?
It's just old.
It seems
That's the real problem with most of them. They're not even bad.
Cubex, you want to talk about this, or do you want me to give the summary?
I mean, because it seems like $50 for a 650 watt.
Just give them the short stuff.
Yeah, the S12 III is apparently, according to other people, lacking some essential protections, and electrical performance is pretty mediocre, especially considering that our recommendation, that's the alternative, which is the Segotep GP, has you know, just a lot of the things that we look for even in high-end units. So it has a good topology, capacitor choice is decent, I guess, not awful, and you know, it has inrush current protection. It has, you know, it's like the Seasonic unit is like really middle of the road. It's really mediocre, and it's like, why would you settle for that, which is more expensive, when you can get the cheaper unit, which has none of those shortcomings.
You said Segotep GP. How much wattage?
The one that we recommend is 600 watts.
Jesus Christ.
So
Excuse me.
is $100 for 650 watt Superflower a good deal? If it's the LED X3 Gold, yeah, that's fine. Percentage. Sorry, I didn't see that for a little while. I know you've been waiting for a bit. Epic Games is giving out a free game every day for like another week for those that didn't know. Yeah, I heard about that. I keep forgetting to check. I will do that later. Okay. So, tricks. Gaming in school, not for that many games though. Okay. I'm gonna give you an answer that you're not gonna like, so let's just move on. If that person is starting their offers at 2,000, I guarantee you they're not gonna accept what I'm gonna tell you to offer. So just like don't do that. Okay, is it better getting a SSD with higher capacity or an SSD plus hard drive? Depends on your total budget for your
Got a drive
system,
laying around, so
as
just
well
set whatever,
as
you
your
know, what you
total,
want.
just how much data you have, like in general. So if you have 2 terabytes of data and maybe like 500 gigs of that data is fast data, hot data, data you want to access frequently, that would benefit from being on an SSD, then maybe getting 500 plus 2 is a good idea. But let's say you only have 1 terabyte of data and all of it is stuff you access frequently. None of it's like photos or movies or stuff. Then maybe getting just an SSD is a better idea. If you have an infinite budget, then just go pure SSD. Or if you don't have very high capacity requirements, then go pure SSD. That kind of middle ground where you do have high capacity requirements is the kind of the question mark area. Which 500 gig SSD should I get in the UK with around 1,000 quid to spend? Okay, let's see what the UK is cooked up for us today. Let us see. Let us observe.
All right, just built me an Alienware PC. It's costing me $3,000 for a $2,000
Offhand
PC.
guess, probably gonna be at a Kingston.
So 500 gig, we have the Kingston A2000. Yep, that's the one. So I guess I'll send that to you. That is our boy, the Kingston A2000. Okay. All right.
That will make me want to shoot myself.
What is the
Hey,
best
Doe.
cheap PC for 144 Hz games like Minecraft and Roblox with mods, maybe some CS just for gaming only? If you have just an ambiguous budget and you just want to play some lighter games, I would aim for a low mid-range PC that's good value. So maybe something like a 10400 plus 3060 Ti. That will cost you like around $800. You can spend less if you'd like and get a lower end GPU or something, but if you want all new parts, I would go for like an $800-ish budget. That's a good place to stop. Okay. Cool.
Wow, what type of performance is
Good stuff. Rev already got me covered. Let's go. Good stuff. Okay, I answered Epic already. Another one for you. How do I increase CPU and GPU usage? By changing the workloads associated with both. Okay. Is this good enough to run stuff? Let's see. Let's click on that. It's a 3100 and 1650 D6. I would say this is a pretty bad list. I would not get this list. Mr. What's your name? Rapping Guavas.
Wait a minute. Why would anyone want the i9 8? I mean, why would anyone want the i9 10900 KF? I don't understand.
I guess.
What's the point in even getting the KF?
I bought it for the longest letters in the
Is this
title.
the power supply you're recommending? I don't think so. Yeah, no, that's not the one. I'm recommending the 600 watt one. That one is $50. Know any good $700 pre-builds? At $700, there's not much that's good.
Now he's not gonna get an answer. I'm just gonna
It's
put
all
it towards
last gen
again.
stuff. Also, sorry for bringing up the motherboard again, but it's B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi. Okay, look, Epic. If you're on a budget, you're probably not buying AMD. I mean, I don't know what the definition of budget is to you, but if you have a budget that is below like $1,100, I'm not gonna suggest an AMD platform to you. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So DeJojo, is that the Croatian site? That's where you're buying from. Also, when are you planning on buying this thing? Yeah. Is this like super urgent or what's going on? Let me know. It's not urgent? Okay. And what's your total budget in US converted? $700? Okay. There's not much you can do with 700 right now because the 3060 Ti obviously doesn't fit in $700. Okay, if you can wait a month plus, Nvidia and AMD are probably going to release GPUs that are, much cheaper than the 3060 Ti and 3070, etc. So, and then probably by then you can probably save up some more money too. So, I would probably wait for that. Yeah. If you can wait, then that is cool. That is gamer.
Oh my god, can't find a motherboard that works.
What about the CPU? I mean, the CPU will change. Maybe there are some newer Ryzen CPUs that will be out by that time, so maybe you'll find some cheaper stuff then, or maybe not. But I think you should wait. With a $700 budget, there's honestly like budgets under 800 right now are pretty cringe. It's there's nothing that's really good for you at that book.
That's right, poor people go home. That's right, no pores allowed.
Is the
Jesus
MSI
Christ.
is the MSI X Trio a good card for 3080? Yeah, fine. Not the best, but it's acceptable.
I'm about to like shoot myself. I can't even find a compatible motherboard.
Like
Oh,
if
God, I
that's
hope
the only
someone
one
takes
you
that
can
out of
find, then
context.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm being pores against the meta. Jesus Christ.
Did I get the 1660
Hey,
Super?
just when you have a sec.
No, we talked about that.
No, I wouldn't get that much for CAD Epic. I'd go get like a used 1070 at that point, frankly, because they go for about what 250 CAD. I've seen some go for 200 even.
Okay,
Local,
the tough,
albeit, but
tough
still.
is just a
Oh my
branding line.
God.
Okay, the 1660 just because one tough card is good doesn't mean all of them are good. So like if the 3080 tough is really good, that doesn't mean the 1650 super tough is good. So, you know, yeah. Also, Canada has a problem with used card pricing. It's just not good.
Always do.
Yeah. I
They are
have
getting cheaper though
been looking.
gradually, so that's kind of.
I've been looking for like a month now. It's not good.
Only a month.
Yeah, the
First
best deal
time?
I found so far is a dude that's sold like some Strix 580s for like 100 Canadian.
I saw a 1070 for $200. That was a deal.
That's pretty good.
Problem was, guys a little too far away from me.
And this is Canadian, by the way, guys. This is Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Are you
bad.
Canadian?
I am Canadian, yeah.
I know you're
Nice.
like sort of. He kind of is.
Hey, I was born in Canada. Okay,
Barely
I'm
lived
Canadian.
here most of your. You barely lived here most of your life. It's like saying I'm.
I lived here.
It's like saying I'm Irish, even
from-
though I've only.
I lived here from 0 to 5 years old, and then I lived here briefly when I was 8,
Later.
and then
You've got a weird
and
life.
then I lived from like here from like 10
Was it
to
weird flex? Is that what I heard?
10 to 16. No, 10 to 15.
You're a strange man.
Yeah. So I've lived here for about like maybe half of my life ish, about. Yeah.
Can I ask?
How do I pimp out my
If I-
PC with RGB? The cheapest and easiest way to make your PC very bling bling and very bright is adding RGB strips. Just buy RGB strips by the foot.
Get those $1 now, or no, at Marshalls or wherever I was at ages, and that was weird.
Oh, nice.
Can I
Like I
ask-
went to like a Winners, and they were like in the aisle. I was like, what the heck?
Dude, fucking
Guys,
winners,
Is it
dude.
okay if I ask a question?
It was
I
cheap,
remember
man. I was
Winners.
tempted. I was almost tempted. It's cheap.
Dude, shit,
Like,
dude.
Can I
my cat,
please
man.
ask a question?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
question, dude?
Now, is there anyone that can help me with some diagnostics
question,
on my
dude?
Ryzen?
Oh, wait,
Is
diagnostic.
my
Okay. If you have
What
a
do I do?
troubleshooting question, you should head to the troubleshooting channel.
But there's no one here.
They
There
take a
are
while
two
to get
people in
back
there
to
right
it.
now, or you can ask the
Also,
text
they
channel.
don't usually do text or
Wait,
chat.
oh, there. Sorry, I didn't see that. Thank you.
Cool. How's this build looking? I already have the motherboard, storage, RAM, power supply, and fans. I just want to know if this is compatible with each other, especially the 5600X with my current motherboard. 5600X plus 3060 Ti is kind of a weird combination. Kind of hard to recommend that, honestly, for most people. So, kind of strange, but I'll look at your list, I guess. Oh, your list is private. Right. Fix that, and then we'll look at it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm thinking I might be gay. I mean, what?
I mean, I don't judge it. Doesn't bother me.
Guy just has
It's whatever, man.
no
Do you.
filter.
He said you do.
I've got a question, Aegis. Do you think? So you were talking about. Okay, first of all, Intel CPUs confuse me. There's too many numbers.
What?
And
Oh,
Ryzen
what? How?
CPUs don't have too many numbers.
God help you if you go into the mobile naming scheme. It's even
So what do the letters at the end mean?
Nothing.
K
K-
is
like-
overclocking. F is
K-
like no integrated.
F,
GPU
yeah,
or
F means
something
no.
like that.
Well,
Oh.
it-
All
don't
right,
even
cool.
buy the
asking for
KF.
AMD.
There's no point. There's no point in buying the F
I
series.
want
Don't
PCPP to
buy the
revert
F
their
series.
site to what it
What's the
used
point?
to be.
then
Can't
sure,
use it on
whatever.
mobile
No,
anymore.
the F series is more.
Hey, they've
saying
worked a
it
lot
would-
on mobile. Okay, they've worked a
If-
lot on it.
I don't understand
Instead of
why
making
the
an
F series costs more than just the regular
It doesn't
K.
depend on the
F
CPU
normally
line
doesn't
anyway.
cost
Like
more than K, but
9400
F
for example,
is
is really cheap compared to its
F
regular
normally
counterpart
doesn't cost more
back
than
when.
K. Normally costs less.
Yeah.
If you're seeing F
Why
cost
is it
more than
costing
K,
more?
or sorry, no, if you're seeing F
Market's
cost more than
busted.
KF, wait, no, I'm sorry. If you're seeing F cost more than non-F, then that's probably an exception.
Okay, no.
That typically
Regular
doesn't happen.
K costs less than KF.
Wait, non-F has integrated
Wait,
graphics?
what? What'd you say?
Yeah. On F is
So
integrated. Yeah.
what does F do?
F has
F
no
means
integrated
no
graphics.
iGPU.
Knows it.
F is like a negative modifier.
Uh,
Rocket League looks pretty cool.
Yes,
Micro Center
whatever.
is pretty bomb.
The only ones on PC Part Picker that I can see for the 10400 are the F and non-F.
30. Oh,
He
that's
agreed to
There's
700.
no point in getting the
Wait,
F
what the
series
fuck?
unless
This guy agreed to
it costs
700?
less.
Did he seriously agree to
clowned.
700?
Nice. Good man.
That's actually insane. Okay, I mean,
Good man.
I would agree to 700 and then I would sell that for 1,000. Yeah.
Own
Like
it, don't
I
flip.
wouldn't
Don't
like
flip.
I
Don't
personally
flip.
wouldn't want to own that PC. So like if I were you, I would buy that for 700 and then flip it for 1,000 because that would easily go for 1,000. Guy's fucking crazy for accepting 700. Like I had a PC that was significantly worse than that, and I could like I was getting offers for like 1,400. So
This guy is a G.
Jew? What?
A G.
Okay.
No, not a G.
Is that what he said? Oh,
No.
well,
Let's. No, I said this guy is a G.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I thought you said
Not a
something
Jew.
else.
Okay, let's make this very clear.
Okay, Snowman. I'll take a look at your list. Yeah, this list is
Anti-Semitism is
pretty
not-
pretty
That
awful.
man scares me.
Like, what can you do? You live in this place. Like,
Okay, so just to be clear, for 1,500 Canadian, actually for sorry, not Canadian, for 1,500 US, or actually 1,400 US, you can afford a 5600X.
Someone build me a
which is what you
$3,000
have,
PC, please.
and a 3080. You can have both of those things in $1,400. So the fact that there's a 5600X and a 3060 Ti in this list for 1,550 US means that clearly something went wrong here. And there's a lot that went wrong here. Yeah. Okay. So, want to make that clear. Yep.
All right, who wants to build me a PC for
every now and then I'm
$200?
halfway tempted to introduce a cringe-o-meter for all these builds.
Oh, this place be going off the charts, dude. Come on.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know if
true.
it
always
changed
cringe.
a lot, but here's my list.
I'm cringe. We're all cringe. That's why we're wasting our time here.
Epic, I told you what was not good about this list.
I'm helping him.
and
I'm helping him. I'll get him some
you,
local stuff. It's fine.
Addressed literally none of those issues. In fact,
Alright, I'll
you
see what I
went
can
with
do
a
for him.
worse power supply. A worse one.
I can do for him.
Everything else is the same. So, this is not good. Yeah.
This man's good. He's good at what he does.
My first PC.
Oh my
by the
god, there's
way,
somebody with a
nice.
5600X and 36 Ti. If he
He
can
just loves
benchmark
this
Rocket League for
SSD.
me, that'd be great.
Yo,
Benchmark Rocket.
Rev, that's
Please.
cursed. How
I
could
can't
you
find
do
it on the
this?
internet.
Dude, it's because anything. Dude, you could run Rocket League on a MacBook.
No, you can't. It doesn't run on Mac anymore. But I still want to know how many frames it'll get.
Or no, is that
Look.
Mac?
Nope, they took it off Linux and Mac because Epic Games are douchebags.
Eh.
But I mean, they made the game free though, which is pretty nice.
Just emulated. Kappa. Like last time.
Yeah, but like anything can run Rocket League, dude. You could have like a 1650 and it could run Rocket League with no.
That's not okay. That's a little insulting to the 1650, don't you think? It's like, oh, you can do this. Like, yeah, I know. You run that on integrated graphics. I think it's a bit of an insult, don't you think?
you could probably get away with running
This is
Rocket
what I
League on
have out of the
integrated
list.
graphics.
Okay. What you have out of the list, I would return every single part there besides the SSD, and that's assuming you got the SSD for $90 during the Black Friday sale. If you didn't and you paid $105, I would return every single part on that list. All right, cool.
I wonder if I can buy an NZXT PC, replace the case, and then sell it for like considerably more. I bet you somebody will buy it, especially if I slap a 390 on there.
Is it worth it to like, if you're getting say a 5600X, would it be worth it to like get just keep the stock cooler and then like save up money and then later buy like an AIO or a
It's
good air
fine.
cooler
You're
of a
calling
pocket.
that
Hey,
fine.
you don't need
You're
anything better
calling
than a
that
stock
fine.
cooler.
It has an A400 and a 1 terabyte hard drive in it. That is not fine. Okay.
You don't need you don't need anything better than the stock cooler. Excuse me?
Not even
1650?
close
What are
to
you doing?
fine.
What are you
That
planning to do with
motherboard
this
is
computer?
currently
Throw it in
not
a furnace?
compatible with the 5600X. And please don't try and oh god. Oh
Why would
dude.
you get a
It's
liquid
so,
cooling
it's
unit
so
with a
bad.
1650? What?
A few months ago, didn't receive the news, but Numax has shown results of testing of the SN550 utilizing HMB.
What CPU
when
do you have?
reviewers
What
said
CPU
otherwise.
Making a
Does
custom
it
water loop for
conventionally
my
use HMB,
for my
or does it use it in a different way than
GTX
what you expect in a
1030.
regular
Please tell me,
consumer
you're
SSD?
talking about a CPU. You're talking about a CPU cooler, right? Not a GPU, right?
Locke, that's actually a very good question, and I'm glad you asked the question. Yeah, I'm glad that's actually a very well structured question. Nice job.
Slap some case fans on there, you'll be okay.
So HMB is traditionally used like DRAM normally is used on, say, like a SATA DRAM device. So it's used for like sometimes a write cache, sometimes a read cache, sometimes for metadata, sometimes for what I like to call janitorial data. So that's what HMB is typically used. No, janitorial data.
Janitors?
Now the SN550, its controller is well known for having an abnormally huge amount of SRAM. And because of that, the SN550
Oh my
can
God, there's
store
everything wrong
all
with
of that
this PC.
important metadata that would typically be used on, a SATA DRAM's DRAM cache in its SRAM instead. And so the SN550
hold on, he upgraded
doesn't
the
need to
GPU?
use HMB anywhere near as much as a normal NVMe drive with HMB would. And when it does use HMB, it only really uses it as what Numax calls a victim cache. I mean, victim cache is a real term, but like typically you don't see that associated with SSDs. But yeah, it uses the HMB as a victim cache. So basically, whenever something doesn't fit in the SRAM, it kicks it out to HMB. It kicks the coldest data out to HMB while it works on the hot data. Sorry. So basically, the lowest risk data goes into system DRAM. So, for example, read caching might go into system DRAM because read caching can take up a decent amount of space, but it tends to be not particularly useful. So yeah, SN550 does actually use HMB, just in an unconventional and largely performance irrelevant way. So the SN550 with HMB off performs exactly identically, almost exactly identically to with it on, which is why a lot of reviewers thought that it didn't use HMB. On top of that, the Western Digital Reviewer Guide actually said that it doesn't use HMB. It does, but just not normally, not in the typical way. So it does have HMB enabled, but just not in the normal way.
I have a question.
I had a
So
question.
does that answer your question, Locke? It's a good question. Cool.
A big boy question here for you, Agus.
Mm-hmm.
So this is quite serious. So say I take out a 9 and take it to the 510 Elite, right? Like a 9mm pistol, and take it to the 510 Elite.
I'm really
and
close.
Create some airflow.
Yeah, I'm really close to muting you right now because you've just been like spewing random shit into this voice channel for like the last hour, and I don't think you've really contributed anything, or I don't even know if you need help. So yeah, I would try to scale it back a little here. Okay, so Epic for the list, what should I change? The power supply I need changed is the same list, by the way. Okay. My feeling when I spent $10 more than I should on 1 terabyte of hard drive storage. No, Reverie. What I'm saying is 1 terabyte hard drives are irrelevant. Okay, they're irrelevant. 2 terabyte hard drives are like $5 more. Okay, just stop. Stop. They're $50, Rev. How can you do this, Rev? Ow, how can you do this? Oh my
Mr.
God.
Aegis.
Okay, Epic. Let's see what you have here. Okay, Epic, I'm telling you, you should change everything on this list. This list is a non-starter, okay? And I talked about why. I literally went over all of these parts, besides the power supply, because you changed that, so that it's worse. So That's also obviously bad. I talked about why each of these parts are not good and that you should change all of them. Okay? They're literally not 50. Okay, they're 55 now, okay? They used to be 50. That was my default price quote, okay? They're $5 more now. Okay, are you happy? Are you happy they're $5 more? I got my 2 terabyte hard drive for free. Okay, yeah. All right, we get it. You're cool. You have a 2 terabyte hard drive for free. Okay, you got the connections, you got the hookups. We get it. All right, you're cool. Thanks Kitten G for the follow. I got the yeah, I got the hookups. What CPU besides the 3600 should I get? For an 1100 Canadian budget, I would be aiming for an i5 10400F and an RTX 3060 Ti. Yep. That is what it do.
If we're looking for benchmarks to like so the 3060 Ti is similar to the 2080 Super, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I could just, if I wanted to find a benchmark, I could just substitute that.
Yep.
And then what would be
I
similar
mean, for
to
gaming at least.
5600X?
For gaming at least, yes. But for other things, maybe not.
Yeah, for gamings. And then what CPU is similar to the 5600X?
I wouldn't really say there's anything that's exactly similar to the 5600X. Not like a direct substitute. I don't think there's anything.
Is it like between two?
CPUs are a little bit more complicated, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when people are comparing CPU performance on typical PCs, there's a lot of, like, software-wise, there's a lot of variance, whereas with GPUs, most people are just comparing gaming, and, you know, a 3060 Ti can kind of be slotted in for a 2080 Super in most cases, in benchmarks, most of the time. Are all the VCC pins ground on an AM4 pin connected, e.g. shorted together? No idea. You should go ask an overclocking Discord, because they probably know that. Or maybe go look up the question on a forum. Maybe somebody's answered that. Would the 3070 work with what I was going for? I don't know what you were going for. I don't know how to...
Streaming gaming.
I wouldn't get a 3070. I talked about how the 3070 is a bit of a weird choice, because I think you'd be better served by the 3060 Ti or the 3080 instead. Do you like my name, Booby Man? I do like your name. Boobies are pretty cool. Not gonna lie. What GPU should I pair with my 7700K, mainly for virtual reality? Whatever you can afford, which is the 2 GPUs that are currently relevant new are 3060 Ti and 3080. So whatever of those 2 you can afford. So, yep, pretty simple.
Has there ever
Repeat
been
the CPU,
like
I
a
didn't
shortage
catch
of
that.
like
The i5 10400F. That is the CPU. The i5 Intel Core i5 10400F. It costs about 200 Canadian, from what I remember. Yep. That is that. Oh yeah.
games do you play, Aegis?
I play mostly Overwatch and Minecraft, but I do play GTA sometimes, because there's a new heist.
My man.
And we're
What
playing the
PC
new
do you
heist
have?
with the homies. I have a 3400G and nothing else.
How's it run GTA?
It's actually not bad in GTA. It's pretty playable. It's like on all lowest settings, it's like 80 FPS. It's not bad. Yeah.
The lowest setting? Oh no.
I mean,
Why
look,
don't you
GTA,
get yourself a...
honestly, I don't care that much about playing at high settings, and low settings on most modern games doesn't look that bad. Like in Overwatch, for example, low settings look fucking beautiful.
It is really intensive though. 5 is really GPU intensive. So
yeah,
I get,
and my Vega 11 definitely. No, you're right, for sure.
Why
no, I
don't
mean,
you have a better
I would say
computer?
GTA 5
You're
is,
so
is one of
smart
the
about
more, like, one of the good titles for comparing CPUs, but on a 3400G, yeah, the iGPU is almost always going to be the bottleneck. Yeah, even in games like Overwatch at lowest settings, at 75% render scale, my GPU is still the bottleneck.
If
Yeah.
If knowledge
Hi
of
Trip.
computers dictated what you would get in terms of hardware, we'd have a bunch of dumb people with 39 with what Aegis has, and the smart ones would have 3080s. It doesn't work that way.
Just saying, like, if you're so knowledgeable at computers, like, why do you stay with like? I'm not trying to say that like some people deserve computers. I'm just saying
People have asked me
he
that
seems very
question before. I understand what you're saying. It's because I have a case called the Inwin Chopin, which doesn't support GPUs, so you need an iGPU. And I was thinking I would make a secondary PC for like server hosting and whatever in this PC, and I would use an APU from AMD, like a 3400G, for example. And what I was doing was I was waiting for the AMD Renoir APUs to come to North America. The Renoir APUs are the 4000G series processors. So that would be like the 4750G, the 4600G. Those APUs were released probably like months and months and months ago, but are only available in Europe and Japan still today, and I can't get them in North America. So I said, fuck it, I want a PC I can use. So I have the 3400G for now. And I'm kind of stuck with it because, I didn't expect Ryzen 5000 to be this hard to get. I didn't expect Ryzen 4000G to be this hard to get. So I'm just kind of stuck with it. I'm just waiting for parts to become available, and then I'll actually build my PC. And yeah.
Why not wait? So if you build your PC, you're gonna wait for the better like integrated graphics CPUs. Why not just? And you said it's a problem with your case. Why not just get a new case so you can get like an
Good
actual
question.
dedicated GPU?
Yeah, good question. So I have actually ordered a case. It's coming in from China. It's gonna come in probably like a couple days from now, I hope, unless Canada posts.
I'm really excited to build my first computer.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. My internet just took a fat shit.
Okay.
Oh god, OBS just straight up disconnected. Nice. Dude, I fucking
Hey.
love my internet. This is great.
If I'm just gonna do gaming, would the Intel CPU be the best way to go? If I plan to do just gaming with a PC, just
Sorry, what'd you
entirely
say?
gaming. If I do just entirely gaming, that's all. Should I go with the Intel CPU?
If you have a budget that's $1,100 or less, or sorry, less than $1,100, then probably. If you have one that's $1,100 or more in US, then I would consider Ryzen.
Okay, so always Ryzen if your budget can fit it in.
Sorry?
So Ryzen if the budget works. Fits it in,
Yeah,
of
I would only
course.
consider Ryzen CPUs for like higher budgets at this point. Sometimes when I start
Alright.
Rocket League, it won't run
Is
higher than
are
30
they planning to
FPS
come
until I
out with
alt
cheaper?
tab a couple times in and out, but other times it's at a constant 144 FPS. Do you know why? No clue. I don't play Rocket League. No idea, dude. I kind of want to play
Probably
Rocket
Epic
League
Games.
sometime, but like, I'm too lazy.
Rocket League is really fun, but it's also kind of it's fun when you start, but it's really frustrating when you play more because you realize that you hated yourself for thousands of hours on a children's game of car soccer,
I'm
and
like
it just kind of makes you feel empty inside.
I'm champ 1 in threes.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I don't play
assume
threes
that
because I don't
is-
have friends.
That is a good rank to have.
Hey,
How many hours do you have? 1,500-ish? 1,000?
At this point, I don't know. I'm not a PC player.
Okay.
I play on Switch, and I'm D3 and 2s right now. I don't really play 3s. So.
Nice.
Have you tried virtual reality before? I've tried demos, and I have friends who have VR setups, but I personally don't own it because I'm not super interested in any of the VR games. It looks fun though, but too lazy to set up that shit.
Dude, building a gaming PC is gonna be fucking life changing. Going
I'm cool
from
with my
Nintendo
Minecraft
Switch.
and Overwatch. It's enough to keep me happy.
How does
I'm
Overwatch
trying-
run on integrated graphics?
How does Overwatch run on the 3400G? Good question. I get like when I'm doing literally nothing, when I'm sitting in spawn waiting for the game to start, I have like 90 FPS, all low settings. And when I'm in a team fight, it drops to like 20 to 30 to 40 sometimes, and it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. And
that sounds rough.
Yeah, recently my 3400G has just started like freezing my entire system from time to time. So that's nice. Nice.
Dude, somebody should bless this man.
Can I fit the if so? So I know with a $3,000 budget I have, I can fit in a 3080 no problem. Eventually with the Ryzen 9, I shouldn't have a problem purchasing it. Well, purchasing it will be the problem, but affording it won't be the problem. But say
Finding one.
2,000. Yeah, finding one is going to be the big problem, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been looking at resale values on eBay, and they're like 800, 900 bucks. 800 isn't actually bad because that's actually some of the prices of the GPUs. I saw one for 800, but it's a bid, so
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
definitely gonna go up.
Yeah,
Are they
exactly.
and AMD doing anything to like actually increase the stock of the 5600X and 3060 Ti?
Yes.
I'd hope they are. I wonder
They're
if
going
in
to
like
start
like
in January. The United Kingdom is going to start mass producing graphics cards. I'm not sure about US and Canada too much, but I know that someone told me in the
British
UK
people, oi bruv.
they'll be mass producing graphics cards and processors in January 15th. Someone said that to me. Someone said that. Yeah, someone told me that they'd be mass producing. An inside source, but they might be wrong. Who knows? And will you be able to get one? Probably not, because bots are going to take those things down as soon as they go up.
Oh boy.
Because people are buying like 10 to 20 of them and just reselling them for thousands of dollars as soon as they get them.
Oh god, this is unfortunate. Okay, whatever. Alright. Which VR is really cool. VR is really cool, okay? Has lots of cool applications, even outside gaming. I bought one a long time ago for work, game dev, but I ended up enjoying it. Expected, and I got full body tracking, but I don't use it. I play 3-point track. Cool. Is actually Minecraft anyone? I might play Minecraft after this stream. I might. I don't know why, but like recently there have not been that many people that need help. So, my streams are I'm just kinda chilling, Kind of vibing out.
I think it's not so much that people don't need help; it's
Yeah,
just that people have
I've been
given
helping
up.
too many people. They're all gone now.
I think they've given up. They've surrendered to the realization that it's going to be a while before their
Oh yeah,
GPU
yeah.
that they want is available.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, let's look at some tech news then in the meantime. I'm bored. Let's see. Oh yeah, Igor's lab did a thing where they measured CPU IHSs and actually did heat maps on the shapes of the IHSs for Intel and AMD CPUs. It's actually pretty cool. So, people say like the AMD CPUs are like convex and the Intel CPUs are concave or whatever. And now we have actual data. Pretty cool. So, yeah, there you go. You can see like little hump there. That's convex. Right? Ryzen APUs are also, oh, that's interesting. Kind of convex and concave. And then we have Ryzen 3000, which is purely convex. Ryzen 5000, which is also purely convex. And then the core CPUs are all concave. They've all got like these perfect little things in the center. And then then there's the Skylake X. Interesting. Cool. Epic. Gamer. Minecraft in VR is a whole new level. Yeah, Minecraft in VR seems like it'd be really, really crazy. Aw, Tech Power Up is wishing us a Merry Christmas. That is cute. Oh yeah, the Cezanne H stuff, that's pretty cool. TSMC US plant is hiring. That is kind of a question mark. Yeah, nothing else is like super crazy today. Yep, nothing crazy. Oh, Apple places 3nm chip order from TSMC. That's actually wow. This is such a there is no information on this. Okay, whatever. It's just there's an order period. Thank you, base tech power up. Not a schmuck. What's the cheapest mouse mat I can get away with? Kind of spent all my money on the system. There's some pretty good cheap mouse pads out there. You could probably get away with like a $20 to $30 mouse pad. You can spend more than that. I mean, sorry, you can spend less than that, but I'd spend around $20 to $30 if we're talking like extended / extra large mouse pad. So yeah. MC in VR with intensive shader sounds like GPU torture. Yeah, ray traced Minecraft in VR with intensive shader. That's the good stuff. Let's see. B450 and Pro 4 just $65. This is very nice. Thunderbolt 4 controller is out. Steam Winter Sale. Yeah, nothing else. Today's pretty, pretty sleepy for tech. No crazy news or anything.
Hello.
Yep. Hold on, I gotta not use that word here.
Zephyrus said, "All right, nigga."
Oh, I did not mean to say it. I did not mean to speak that message. I meant to delete that message. Although I think as long as there's no hard R, the Twitch is okay with it. So I'm so fucking stupid. Someone typed the N-word in chat without a hard R, right? And I meant to delete the message, but then I clicked speak message, so now that's on my stream. I'm actually so fucking stupid. Oh my god. I'm actually so dumb. Snowman, it's not full. Yeah, you can join. Oh god. What was that? Jesus. Jesus Christ, phrase. Okay.
Hey, I can get the 10900 KF for 530 right now.
What mice do you all
on,
use, and do you
Newegg.
all like them? I've used a bunch of mice, but the main mice that I've used, like Daylead, G502 Proteus Core, and then a G900, and then a G903. I've tried a bunch of other mice, but those are the mice that I've Daylead for a while. Yeah. What the fuck is the right chat?
Wait, what is this?
That's my Twitch chat. That is my
Wait,
Twitch chat.
Intel GIF software bonus bundle redemption. What's that? Does anybody know?
Oh, I think it's you can ignore that. I've seen the Intel software bundle thing, and apparently it's useless. Like, it doesn't actually give you anything that's good.
It just says it's a free gift with the
I mean, you can take it.
10900 KF.
I've seen people have a bunch of problems actually claiming it as a reward, and it doesn't actually like give you anything that's useful. So whatever.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the KF cost more than the K? What? Excuse me?
That happens sometimes. It's kind of it's usually like
doesn't make any
one
sense.
of them has sold out from the primary retailer, and so like the secondary retailer that's charging more has been defaulted to.
That's right.
Also, if you want a mouse recommendation, you can go to the peripherals channel, but our main rec is like Viper and Viper Mini right now. They're just great. Okay, they're good. They're gamer. They're very nice. All right. See over here. Cool. Very nice.
Jesus. The CPU does kind of run hot.
Rev, what do you want to play today? Or is today a GTA day? Is today a Minecraft day? What are we doing? POS? No, Rev, no, bad. I feel kind of sleepy. You want to go take a nap? I've experienced with the GLSL shaders. I decided to make my own shader a while back because apparently the most popular shaders out there use non-VR friendly techniques such as screen space reflections or effects. Oh, are screen space reflections like not friendly with VR because you have to render twice? So that you'll have like inconsistent reflections between the two eyes. It won't look stereo corrected most of the time. Ah, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. That is interesting. I know not that much about VR. Cool. I feel kind of sleepy. IDK. Maybe I'll call Sid. I'll call Sid and we'll go for an Overwatch SR farming time. Okay. I'm gonna end stream early today. I'll stay in the VC for a little while. I'm gonna end stream early today. And yeah. I'm going to yeah, okay, I'll see you